Not sure why the music stopped, but now we can start this. Knocked my webcam. So, hello! Please let me know if this mic sound is fine. Hi, I am Len. I am the Executive Director of Hand-Eye Society, which is an arts and video game organization based out of Toronto, Ontario, so in Canada, that showcases video games as art. So, I type this in. The sound of the game is going to disappear as I have to click out. But today we are playing No Longer Home, which is a game that I am super excited for. I'm just gonna start an entirely new file because I have played a little bit of this game before, just to do some tests. So this game is about two characters who are Ao and Bo, and they're both non-binary, so I'm super excited to play this game. Gonna be a lot of reading. Thank you, Nightbot, for also saying who Hand-Eye Society is. So I got my water, but might need to take another water break at some point just to fully get everything out. No Longer Home is semi-autobiographical based on the lives of the two main developers, Anna Lee and Cel Davidson. Only got through so much of that. All right. This game reminds me a lot of Untitled Goose Game in its aesthetics in the best way, where I really love just very, very low amounts of shading, low poly games. I'm super excited. It also does the sort of like Kentucky Route Zero-esque thing with the camera shifting. I also really like. I would like to play Kentucky Route Zero at some point, because I think it's a really fantastic game, and I love that they took as much time as they needed to make it, but also B, just like its abstractness, though. So, last two at the barbecue. Come on, Ao, just say something. Getting dark. They'll probably have to go home soon. This is it then. Second year of university is over. Just one more year left, and then we'll have to be real adults. I don't want to be an adult. Same. Got a whole year to figure it out, though. We'll probably have ourselves together by then. I don't think I'll ever have myself together. Nah, I'm sure you'll get there. I don't know. I'm a pretty big mess. I think most of us are messes, though. I'm still trying to figure myself out. Yeah. Like, I don't know who I am, what I want to be. There are probably things I could do. I just don't know if there are things that I want to do. That's the thing, though. I feel like we're pressured into figuring out exactly what we want to do with our lives, even from really early on. It feels like that stuff should be lifelong. You shouldn't have to feel stuck doing one thing just because it's your thing. It doesn't have to stay your thing. You can just have multiple things. I want multiple things. Oh, well, I mean, my parents did spend a lot of money on me to get me here, so I do feel like I should try a bit harder. Nothing like crippling debt to get you started in life. Yeah, I feel the same way about my parents. Nothing like crippling debt. Yeah, student loans sound bad. I guess I'm pretty lucky in that way. God, I don't even really think about that. That's a problem for future Bo. But like, I think we ended up in a lot of debt to our parents, and that makes it harder for us to set ourselves apart from them. When I think about the things I do, a lot of it feels like compensating for not being what my parents wanted me to be, or what I think my parents want me to be. That can make things difficult. It can. Have you talked to your parents about it? No, I feel like that's a conversation that's hard. I feel like I have to split myself in two. What do you mean? Well, there's a lot of things, but I don't think I'm a man. So both of these characters are non-binary, so I am very, very excited to sort of see what they end up chatting about. Oh, then what? Well, I'm not sure if I feel like a woman either, so yeah, I don't know what. I guess I know what you mean. I don't know if I really feel like I'm a woman, at least not all of the time. Turn this sound down a little bit so I can hear myself. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Sometimes I feel a certain way about others, and sometimes something different. It at least feels good to get it off my chest. I just don't know how to talk about it or who to talk about it with. Honestly, it's not something I've thought about before. I think that's probably the case for most people. And I miss having barbecues and talking about feelings with people late into the night. Looks like the fire's died out. There's still embers. Hey, I was wondering, do you think maybe there could be two people just like us, talking like we are now? Yeah, somewhere on the other side of the planet. I think I mean more than that, like the other side of the universe. If the universe has sides, I don't know. I've never really thought about it. You see that star? I don't know, there are a lot of them. I can't see a lot of stars because my eyes are darkness. That constellation there, it looks kind of like a fern. Yeah, it's a fern there, isn't it? Well, that star right at the root of the stem. I wonder if there's a planet out there, one with life like ours. It's stupid, but sometimes I like to imagine there's two people just like us, staring out at our sun. I think I'd like to meet them. Woohoo! People on planet Fernroot. I'd like to meet them. What would you say to them? I don't know. You get me a visa? Laughing sound. I'm not sure what a chortle is. So strange to think about the universe being so big, and here's just two of us, talking. I like that I can kind of see the other constellations. It's so dreamy. I'm so excited for this game. I'm like so fascinated at the idea of like thinking about where this camera is like actually in engine. Just like rotating around these two. You want to stay over? Everyone's moved out now. You could probably use Joe's bed. Yeah, I'll stay. Where are you moving to after this? You've only got a few weeks left here, right? Not really sure yet. Everyone else has made plans. I'll have to figure it out at some point before I go back to Japan. You're moving to Camberwell though, right? Yeah, you're welcome around once you get back. It'll just be a few blocks away from where I'm living in Peckham anyway. I guess we never got talking properly until now. Yeah, only a few times. I was too scared to talk to you. Oh, really? Me too. Look at them figuring it out together. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, the stars are fading out. Start. No longer home. Oh yeah, I bought donuts. Hell yeah. Basically traditional at this point. Oh, I've been meaning to say, thank you for helping paint the walls the other day. You looked like you needed help. Besides, it's the least I could do, considering how much I've been staying here. Yeah, about that. I was wondering, well, my flatmates have noticed. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was getting in the way. No, it's not that. We were wondering what you'd think maybe about moving in. You don't have to decide right away. I'll probably have to talk to my parents about it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it would save you a lot of traveling. That's true. And my parents would prefer if I was around more uni folks. Oh no! The spreadsheet's got all of the comments. That's the last of them. It better be. I don't want to carry another stupid pallet. Sorry for making you drag them back. I didn't think it would be so much trouble. Oh my god, this is having like extreme flashbacks to building things with pallets. Oh! Can't believe that guy tried to sell them to us. It didn't even belong to him, right? Nah, the palace just happened to be next to his caravan. I think he mistook us for gullible artsy yuppies, not thieving art students? Yeah. So, what's next? I'll order the foam. I guess we'll stack these up in the garden for now. Ooh, we're building a sofa. It'll be good to finally have a spare bed for friends to use. I could get back to having more. We could get back into having more game nights? Yeah, I've got a few games I'd like to play. Hold it still. I am holding it still. Can you mark with your pencil quicker? Okay, all done. You can move the shelf away now. At last. I thought my arms were gonna fall off. Oh, this is such a very specific art student feeling that I am reliving in this moment. Maybe we should have moved the bed out of the way. Could you pass me the drill? With any luck, the wall plugs will fit the first time. You've got this time. I hope so, otherwise you'll be holding up this shelf again. No. Oh? Characters with our pair book. Oh? Fell asleep at your laptop again? Ivy defensive. No. Sure. Just resting your eyes? Something like that. Yeah. What were you working on? I love Rhizo Prince. Prince gonna get this damn job application stuff. 4 years university down the drain and I have no idea how I'm supposed to market myself. I'm completely worthless. I don't even feel like a person anymore. You've been staring at this screen for too long. I also... This is a very specific art university kid mood. Like, okay, we're gonna have a few of these feelings. Of just like, yeah, alright. This is why we're here. Video games, art, together. I don't know. It's hard to focus on knowing we have to... It's hard to focus knowing we have to move out soon. Everything just feels really flat right now. It's not just that. What? I don't know. It's hard to explain. I feel disoriented. Not sure why. Like I've been following this winding path through the forest and... Two roads diverge in a yellow wood. Path disappeared? I guess you could say that. There are so many paths and they're all overlapping and it isn't clear where they lead at all. At this point, it's impossible to distinguish one path from another. Ellipses. I definitely think you should take a break. You have been sitting there all day after all. I know, I just don't know what to do with myself. I don't sit at the computer all day for too long. I know you don't feel like going out right now, but maybe stretch your legs a little bit at the very least. I suppose you're right. Room. The following instructions refer to the default controls. Any changes made to remap the controls will not be reviewed. Move your cursor and click to move your character. Character approaches certain characters and object icons will appear. Clicking these icons will trigger interactions. Some of the interactions may change the environment, some may not. The function of these interactions may seem abstract. Try not to worry about it. That's some pretty good life advice. Clicking a door or a door icon will take your character to another scene. Do this enough and you should be able to gather a sense of place. Fuck. Where are you sending that job application anyways? The local art shop. Trying to get a few applications done though. Thought it'd be best to have a job close by, at least until we move out at least. Oh, I sent an application there as well, but they never got back to me. Not that you wouldn't get the job though. I'm probably just not the most ideal candidate. I mean, I'm not from here, so I guess they didn't know how long I'd still be here for. Was that meant to be encouraging? Well, you know, you got a better chance than I do. That doesn't mean I will get it though. Hey, who wouldn't get the job? Only talking to customers and sorting out art supplies. Well, you didn't get the job. Ow. You got me there. Oh. Who even wants money anyways? Maybe you should look for other kinds of jobs? Shoot, if I can get a simple job like this, what else can I get? There are many jobs in the world. Don't worry, Bo. That's it. Positive thinking. Love my room. I got my art. I got my books, records, record player, my plants. Ava's messy desk has been really stressing me out. I feel bad that it does. I mean, it isn't like it's their fault. It used to be even worse. I could hardly see my floor during my teens, but then something changed once I started going to 6th form. I guess I didn't like what the mess said about me. I started tidying up in massive fits. My dad used to laugh at the way I neatly arranged my desk. Well, it's not like it'll be an issue for much longer. We're moving. We've got enough to worry about. Maybe if we live together again, we can talk about it. Door. Oh, everything slides into place. Okay. Woo! Can't access this door. Can't access this door. On the shelf sits boxes of tea and cereal, jars of dry dirt and sand from hourglasses that ran out of time. That's a move. I feel like I'm always the one emptying the bin. Probably not actually the case, though. I should empty it. Later. There's... Okay, I can't go through this door. Only go through this door. Yes! I too have an undulating form of angles that's atop my bed. Little hell. Shards of unknowable geometry float in the center of the room. I don't remember this being here. Wait, does Ao know about this? Something about this feels... ellipses. Undulating form. I know that this game has a series of monsters in it, and I am so excited. You can now press the A or D keys to rotate the environment. I have gained access to the third dimension. A selection of books sit on the shelf. I am a very bland book. Do not read. Beasts of the Eighth Dimension and Skate or Die. A very bland book. Every page is packed with text in tiny handwriting, leaving hardly any white space left. I should really make more of an effort to hide my poetry. Alright. I like the sound of it. Oh, no. Keep trying to press WASD to move, and that's not what the mechanic is. Oh, Ao's suitcase. It won't be long after we move out that they'll have to start packing it again. I'd love to be able to travel more. It's been good to get out of London, when I can. I feel sad that my have to. Japan is a long way away, and I've never been outside of Europe. I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford to visit them. You and I have talked about it, and I don't think I could live in Japan. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, don't live in Japan. The way Ao talks about the work culture there, it's terrifying. There's no way I'd be cut out for it. Honestly, I'd rather I didn't have to work at all. Why should you have to be able to live? What psychopath dreamt up that idea? Capitalists. I do not dream of labor. Bye room. I'm so curious. Undulating form. Are you coming back? Ooh, we got flies! Our flatmate's fruit has been rotten there for weeks. It wouldn't bother me so much if they weren't always moralizing at us. It never gets eaten. I don't even know why they buy it. Don't moralize at us. Like, sort of your own life before you start coming at me, and I'll address my problems in my own time. Hey, Bo, guess what? That fruit still hasn't been thrown out. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Never throw it out. Don't worry, I'll throw it out before I start cooking. Thanks, It's okay. I know you're sick of seeing those flies hanging around. Speaking of food, is everyone still for the barbecue tomorrow? Oh, I want to have a barbecue! Okay, my 2022 plan, only plan for 2022 is to have a barbecue. I just want to have a grill. Liam can't make it, and Nana said she'd be late. Ah, the usual then. Are you sure you are Are you sure you're still feeling up to it? You seem like you could use some rest. Talking. Such is the bane of narrative games, yet I love them. You're not wrong, but it'd be good to see everyone. Actually, I've got this game I've been wanting to finish. Maybe we can play that later too. Got the day planned out, have you? Oh, Ayo, have you seen anything on, like, in the bedroom? Like some sort of undulating form? Seen what? Oh, that. I thought it'd go away eventually if we just ignored it. Is it still in there? I don't think so. Then I guess it worked itself out. As all problems do, ignore them until they go away. How are you doing though? Feeling any better today? Not really. I just feel so unfocused. Things are feeling less flat at least. Maybe you need a new project? Something to keep you occupied? I know I've been feeling a little bit... I know I've been feeling a little lost without something to focus on. Post art school blues. No longer have everyone telling you to make stuff. Maybe we could work on something together? I mean, we keep saying we should. Yeah, you're right. And we do. It's been hard thinking about anything other than moving out. Hopefully the barbecue will help take our minds off of things for now. Rotate. Me the third dimension. Exit. Talk, and there is something. Yes. Undulating form. This too is what happens when I look at my microwave. I think it's a TV. Well, that's a skull. It looked like a chicken at first. Looks scully. Dude, just stared at the wall until everyone was gone. Oh, the fruit's gone. They're cleaned up. And the dishes are done. Good job, disassociation. Many bottles. Most of these came from my last place. I'm not sure if we'll ever actually manage to drink them. These days, I don't tend to drink so much anymore. Maybe we'll be able to get rid of them at the barbecue? Or I got most of my binge drinking out of the way in my late teens. I overdid it a bit during the foundation and first year, but at this point, I've got it all out of my system. I really wanted to make friends back then, and that seemed like the way you did it. Going to a different room now. I'm just wandering through... Okay, this is the bathroom. I'm just wandering through my roommate's room. Spores have settled into the towel and have begun to grow into fungi. Is this the same roommate who left your fruit rotting? Or is this just like... Can't see myself. Mirror shows a reflection. But not of me? We go. Ooh, look at the spooky door. There's a lot of rooms in this place. The door won't budge. Maybe something on the other side got jammed under the handle. Sort of what we can do in here. Ooh, stuff to look at. I don't think there's anything here that actually belongs to me. Guess alarm. Well, apart from the internet router, do we have like a Battle Dome internet router? Because I hope so. I have no idea who these DVDs belong to. These games look like they're my flatmate. Video game. I've not touched my console in ages. Me neither, Bo. I've been too busy to play video games. I miss our dumb LAN parties. Miss playing. Never had more than 2 or 3 screens, so we'd play team split screen. I always felt a little bad if you ended up with the old VGA monitor. Much as I miss it, I'm not sure we could do them anymore. Maybe we should have one more game night before we move. Yeah. I miss hanging out with friends and eating cheap frozen pizza. This is the last of the things that I can do. Wait, no. If I walk closer, can I... Yes, enter a room. Oh, it's my room. No, it's not my... Did I have a couch before? I feel like this is my room. This thing is full of music and artwork I've never finished, abandoned worlds, and drum machine files. At this point, it's probably best I leave them that way. One day I'll manage to find use for them. I think there's still some life left in them. Probably best if we move on. I don't want to get lost, drifting in that graveyard again. I never could get myself to walk through the great catacomb doors. I used up most of my storage on half-baked metaphors. I have, like, literally a hard drive beside me that is filled with old projects. That are never going to get done. Plants! My plants look so sad. I keep wondering if I need to water them more often. The succulent's roots are slowly rotting. That probably means you should water them less. I don't want them to die like the others did. I cannot keep a succulent. They all die. I have other plants. I have so many plants. All my other guitars are broken now, but this one still works. It's been about a year since I've written anything. I think there were vines growing in the electronics. Yes. I'd fix them if I could find the time, and the soldering iron and secateurs? I have never heard the word secateurs. If anyone knows what that is, please let me know. So curious. Alright. Look at the doors. Can I go into, I guess it's Bo? No, Ao's room. I'm Bo. The boxes are stuffed full of trinkets collected over the last 5 years. Jars of dirt! Jars of dirt! I feel like so incredibly seen by this game. In like the most specific of ways. left the house in a while now. Well, if only for grocery trips. Mood. Rather just stay in today, too. It might be good to get out a bit more often. Be hopeful, Bo. I haven't gone on a walk with Ao for quite some time. Maybe we could go for a walk through the forest with everyone. I'm always meaning to do much more, but somehow the days just end up slipping away, one by one. This game is so ridiculous. Two feelings that I have, and I really, really enjoy it. But, like, I finally went on a big walk with a friend Sunday, and it was very, very good. It was very nice to walk around. Did 18,000 steps. Alright, let's see if this undulating form is back. No, but we have what appears to be a very long extension cord going out the window. God, this place is such a mess. I know we don't spend much time in this room, but we should really clear this place up. Neither of us have had time to tidy, especially with uni ending, preparing to move out. I guess we only ever slept in here anyway. No one else has ever actually seen this room. Most of our friends probably don't even realize this room exists. Hell. There's so much I wish I'd done. I never put up the shelf on Ao's side of the bed. We tried, apparently. God bless wall anchors, holding up society. Alright, let's go to the backyard. I still love that I just stared at the corner until everything was done. Ooh, so many people to talk to. Hey, Amy. Been getting much done? Been getting much downtime since graduation? Oh, I didn't tell you? I haven't actually graduated yet. Oh, no, I had no idea. I'm kind of freaking out, actually. I've had to apply for extenuating circumstances. I'm still writing my dissertation. Damn, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry, Amy. It's fine. We don't exactly talk much. Were you writing something about metaphysical meaning in forgotten objects? Developers. Humble Grove. I would like to talk about art with you very specifically because I feel like this is such a very art experience. And I'm so happy that you made a video game about this. I am loving this so far. I don't know if you told me. What's your dissertation about? Yeah, that one didn't have legs. I'm writing about whether sci-fi came in the other side of postmodernism, or something like that. You sound unsure. I don't know. It's pretty lame. Oh, Amy, that doesn't sound... Yeah. I like the sound of your work. Joe, I don't feel like exasperated sighs like the right way to respond to this, though. Sure, I guess. Let's talk about something else. Hey, Bo. Sorry Liam couldn't make it. He's busy working. Typical. Typical Liam. Earning a living. Capitalist bastard. I'm gonna have to leave early, too. I've got a shift later on. Oh, that's a shame. Make sure to stay longer for the next barbecue, though. How's work? Rough. I'm struggling to get shifts at the moment and money is tight. But what's new? I'm sorry, is everything gonna be okay? What is new, Kim? Yeah, tell me about not work. Well, my wisdom teeth are coming through. I was trying to pick up some corn out of my gum and it turned out to be a tooth. Imagine if you picked out a tooth. I remember when I was a baby, I did something like that. I thought it was a bit of apple I was eating, but it was actually a tooth. Tiff, stop. You're making me want to die. I'll stop. I don't have any more tooth stories anyways. I have a jar of fake teeth that is literally in the room that I am currently in, as well as a bunch of animal teeth. Part of my thesis was about teeth. This is so very specific to me, and I'm very enchanted. Was the tooth already loose? You go through tooth loss like it's nothing as a kid. I remember being surprised, but it can't have been that loose. Tiff! We do. We have an absurd amount of socially unacceptable, or inappropriate. That is a better word. It is acceptable to own teeth. I don't own any real human teeth, though. Just fake ones. Hey, Bo. Have you been doing? Keeping busy? Well, I don't know. There's lots to think about right now. It's nice to be out here with everyone, without having to worry about assignments for once. Yeah, it's a huge improvement from having weird tutors on our asses. Ayo told me you're planning to do a postgrad. Life advice. Do not do your postgrad immediately after your undergrad. That is my personal opinion. Yeah, which I'm actually looking forward to. I'm a little reluctant to go back to uni, but it's a different school, so hopefully it'll be better. What are you gonna study? Printing, which is what our school was supposed to be famous for. The facilities were never really available, so. I still wonder where all of our tuition went. Into the dean's pocket, I'm sure. Our other campus is exquisite new fountains. Isn't the college getting a new building now? No, fountains. Ugh, I really don't want to get started on that. I think we were all expecting a bit more. I'm right, I came all the way from the other side of the world. The least they could do is fix the risograph printer. I love these like smaller and smaller vignettes. How are the burgers coming along, Ayo? They're getting there. Nice. I'm getting pretty hungry now. Then you wouldn't mind giving me a hand getting a few things? Of course not. I'm feeling a little awkward not doing anything. It's fine. Try and relax. Well, after you help me in the kitchen. I really like the music of this. Right, Ayo. Little plant. Can I go up the stairs? I cannot go up the stairs. But I can go indoors. Who lives above us? Where are our friends? I guess they're outside. Cat. Ooh. What's on the TV? Hand touching. Windows 95. Oh, hey Bo, do you mind bringing out some more food? There's some halloumi on the other side. Sure thing, no problem. I can give you a hand if you need any help. Don't worry, I've got it. And I'll be cheering you guys on from my train platform. Oh, we're gonna follow Bo now? Wait, you're not gonna stay much longer? Rain, I thought you only lived a bus ride away. I've got a shift tonight. Won't be living in New Cross for much longer, though. Going from somewhere a bit more spacious for this next place. Yeah, your flat in New Cross is pretty tiny. I'm not sure how the two of you fit in it. Somewhere easier to find as well. I don't want to be on the I don't want to have to go outside to pick up a lot every single time. How about you? Cooking it here until you leave, I imagine. Nah, our tenancy is ending real soon, so I'll be staying at Bo's parents' house for a bit. I had thought about renting out a place for myself until I leave. I'm gonna miss this place though. I thought we did alright with it. Building a house out of rented places. It certainly is a big improvement from the close to collapsed ceilings you had at Friary Road. I'm a little surprised that that house didn't kill you. I'm surprised I survived. I feel like I can survive a trip to the 9th circle of hell and back after experiencing that. It's a shame I can't stay though, even if I had to go to the 10th circle. I wouldn't say you'd be missing on that much. Have you been doing all right with the whole leaving situation? You think you can come back anytime soon? I don't know. It hasn't quite settled in that I'm leaving yet. Hopefully. I think I'll have to see how it goes. Yeah. I still haven't started packing either. I'm still in kind of denial about the whole thing. Hello, cat. Yeah, well, I'm in denial that my friend is leaving too. Friends, actually. I'll send you awful pictures of food every day you're in Japan, and then you'll have to come back to crummy England. Okay, I'd rather you buy me plane tickets if you love me so much. Money can't buy friendship, Ao. Oh dear, I meant to leave 20 minutes ago. I didn't realize we've been talking for so long. I probably better get going. Oh, well, good luck with your hitman job, and let me know if they're hiring. You never know, Ao. The target could always be you. Ellipses. I'll see myself out. I love a good awkward exit. This finger gun. Wanna come say hi? Oh. Hey, hi. Cat, cat, cat. I wonder if there's, like, meaning to the symbolism by the eyes with the different shapes. I'm gonna miss cooking meals for the both of us. Hello, Aaron. Cooking for someone else just hits different. Feels euphoric when sharing a good meal that you've prepared. Back in Japan, I got called a good housewife. A backhanded compliment. I just enjoy doing it. Why does it have to be gendered? I've upset Bo a couple of times, not giving them a chance to cook. I should have let them do it from time to time, though. It was selfish of me. I think they wanted to learn a few things here, and I know their parents teased them about it, but every time I'd butt in and take over, I just can't help it. If we get to live together again, I'll make sure I let them cook. We can both take turns being good housewives. Yeah, wifeys. The poster is slowly peeling off, revealing the mold it had covered. Yeah, we'll look at the fridge. Are we on the final notice again? I thought we were on top of gas and electric. We'll have to request an ending bill soon. With any luck, the gas and electric will owe us some money. Our bedroom. My cat really loves watching things on the monitor, so he is like currently enraptured. I've never once in my life made my bed before. What's the point if you're the only one who sees it? I don't get it. It's not like someone's gonna barge in and arrest me for a messy bed. Maybe doing it for once in my life might change my attitude. I'd rather not think. Oh, I clicked that by accident. There's already too much going on in my head right now. I don't even know what to pack or throw out. God, I don't even know if I'll be able to pack everything in time. You got a lot of things, I'm gonna say, for moving back to Japan. You're probably not gonna be able to take a bunch of things. I moved house 6 times over the course of 4 years, and not once have I managed to schedule myself to finish packing on time. My mom told me off for the state of our wash basket when she visited. Well, this room in general, really. Why did we even show her this room when it's probably the most uninteresting place in this flat? We really only use this room to sleep, and evidently listen to records. I hadn't thought about it until now. Having a separate workspace has been so luxurious. How did I not realize that until now? I'm in my bedroom working. Yep. Uni didn't have enough space for us all, so Bo and I just ended up working from home and living like kings, weren't we? Maybe my expectations for uni were too high. I am really happy with how our little home studio turned out. Yeah, it's a nice little studio. Getting everything together was a faff. Another word I have never heard. But it all felt so worth it. I don't have the mind for DIY. Having Bo hatch a plan really helped. It's a damn shame that it only lasted a year. It's moved 12 times in 14 months, and I managed to pack a day in advance for like 2 moves ever. I feel like at that point, you're packing pretty light. I feel like having 2 record players in your house is like a very luxurious indulgence. We really, really like records. I look forward to the next studio we have together. Whenever that'll be. If it'll even happen. This is all giving me a headache. It is what it is, and I've got more important things to worry about. Stay focused, Teo. Stop letting everything weigh you down. Can't keep feeling sorry for myself. I remember when I helped you move on the streetcar. I was going to display all my figurines with bows, but kept forgetting about it. There's so much I wanted to do with this room. What's the point when no one ever sees it anyway? I hope I get another chance, building a home with Bo. I love your relationship so far. I never thought of this room as important, but we did so much talking here. My old bedroom was full of stuff, but it's gonna feel so empty. Let us enter the 3rd dimension. This is like the biggest unsafe art mood of just daisy chaining different, what are they called? Power extension cables. I literally have like 30 extension cords. Like so many extension cords. We have a literal box of extension cords that is like, it's apparently the width of this screen. Go to the bathroom. Try. Giving up on cable management until my next move. I like literally beside here there's just like spaghetti cables that take up all of the different things. I like tried for cable management here, but my computer is like on the ceiling on a shelf, and it's a very big rig, so there's just like ever dripping extension cords. Damn, I keep forgetting to throw the finished toilet rolls into the recycling. Why does it always have to be me to do these things? Sometimes it feels like Bo and I do everything around this house. I guess everyone else probably feels the same way about something. I'll just leave it for someone else to do. No, I feel like oftentimes you do things and then it feels like you're the only one who does things, but that's just not true. Because you only perceive yourself. I'll just clean these up now. It's true. Especially since a whole bunch of them for installation stuff like are outdoor rated extension cables for like being safe in the rain. Is my bathtub full? No point leaving it for someone else to do. What's going on with my bathtub? A moldy towel that's growing fungus. Very cool. Okay, so the last time that I stared at the undulating form, it changed scenes. So I want to see if there's anything else that I can see. Oh my god, just collapsing. Mood. Okay, we got the door that was like previously. Okay, this all of the like, what are they called? Canvases just like sitting in the hallway. Oh my god. I'm convinced this room is gonna collapse sometimes before we move out. The neighbor's staircase is right above it, and they stomp so violently. I'm always hearing the wooden frame shrieking at night. I don't want to be in there when it finally does fall in. Yeah, is our like house actually falling apart? I think we still have some stuff left in here, but I've always been too scared to check. Like, what if it does cave in while I'm in there? I wonder if I could receive compensation from the landlord or the tenants above us. Whoop. I don't know how to say that aloud. That's good. I mean, like, there's also the wardrobe that I disassembled that was previously a greenhouse that fell apart that I still need to throw out, but I don't know where the large garbage room is. And all the other things that I randomly put on the floor and forget about the gumball machine and now currently the tiny zines. I mean, whatever doesn't kill me only makes me stronger, right? And even if, well, whatever. Is this a radiator and should I have put a shirt on it is the real question. That feels dangerous. Hi, cat. Okay, I cannot go in any of these. Can I go outside and see my friends at the barbecue? Okay, so either maybe undulating form or friends at barbecue. We're gonna look at the undulating form because I love a good undulating form. We have a lot of rooms. Below the surface of the water are many worlds expanding and then disappearing forever. I mean, if our bathtub was filled with an inconceivable entity, I'd probably be pretty excited. Just come home and it's like, yes, stare into it. The perspective. Beautiful infinity swirling in the water. Yes. The last time that this happened, I like fully time skipped. So either I could have seen people in the barbecue or stare into the void, and I will likely always choose staring into the void, because who doesn't love an incomprehensible horror? I'm also sort of interested in like if there is a divergence between like choosing these options and choosing like the quote unquote normal story, or like it's more grounded in reality, and if this will sort of like shift the world. Oh, I did throw out all of my toilet paper though. Yeah, because like some time seems to pass when I do that. Got the bumpity in the night. Back to the kitchen. Okay, so it seems like stuff is still happening outside. There's still an extension cord. Ooh, mushroom TV. Join my friends. Good hat. Good hat, friend. Yeah, we're moving out in just under a month now. We should probably start packing soon. Our flatmates are well ahead of us. It's all becoming real once we do, though. We should probably get packing soon. We are moving out in less than a month. I was just saying that. It's maybe not the right inflection, but we're going with it. This cursor out of sight of it. It's been a slow process moving stuff back to my parents' house. I might haul some stuff later tonight. I forgot just how much of a pain it is to get to and from South London. I don't envy you. I'm going to have to get my dad to help move our stuff. We have so much furniture now. I really should have started sending things back to Tokyo, huh? Fortunately, I don't have anything too bulky to take back. I've just been taking things back to the tube. Collective moment of mourning in which everyone moves away and something's under the ground. Oh, it sounds so sticky and wet. There's our friend who left in the tube. And dinosaurs. Anyone else want a drink? Oh, I could do with the top up. Cheers. I'll tell you what though, I'm excited for when the crossroad finally gets finished. Now that we'll get any connections around here. Not that we'll get any connections around here though. You're the only person I know to get this excited about that kind of stuff. I love like civic projects. They're the best. We have one that has been taking literally decades up on Eglinton. I don't know if folks around here would ever want a connection. I don't know. Yeah, no, who wants a connection? South London has always been pretty cut off from the city. It's got a lot more gentrified once the Overground line got an extension. Sure, there are a lot more hipster bars around Peckham now, but I've heard most of the folks around Peckham want the extension. It was mostly middle-class snobs in Camberwell that didn't want anything to change. We simply love civic infrastructure. It's so good! Improvements to the city, increased transit. I dream about an increase in transit. Toronto definitely fails in that regard. I heard they're planning to tear down the cinema. The one built by into the car park? That complex? Yeah, that one. I can't believe it. Down like what other cinema offers tickets for. Yeah, that one. I can't believe it down. Like the other cinema offers tickets for £5. There is something about that sentence that does not parse in my brain. Believe it down. I figure that this is like a colloquialism that I am not accustomed to. Pretty sure they've been trying to pull down the Plex for years. The car park doesn't really get used though. There's a bar at the top right. We went there during foundation year. Exactly. Why not just repurpose the rest of the building? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to share this because it is extremely relevant to this moment. But if you are in the city of Toronto, the Sherburne 1214 to 1230 is going up to sale. Please write your city councillor or the mayor to tell them to buy it and make affordable housing, because that is civic infrastructure that we need. Just putting that out there, that affordable housing is for everyone. And so it would be a cool thing if you're in Toronto to talk about. You know, I heard they're repurposing some of the old underground stations now. What the hell for? Oh, I read about that. Aren't they planning to turn them into houses? I wonder if that'll affect the crossrail at all. Turn them into houses. Yep, I understand that they're building some shops and bars too. They're planning on making it some underground metropolis. Ooh, necropolis. They have the dead underground. That's probably not what's gonna happen. Spider-Man no longer home. I don't. Maybe there's Spider-Man. Secret Spider-Man. Spider-Man of the demons. It all sounds pretty swanky. I don't think I can imagine any of us living in one. I'm so curious. Is this like a real thing? Do people actually think about putting everyone to live underground? A lot of the local pubs around here are being repurposed for housing too. Yeah, there's one around the corner from Tiff and I. At least the tube stations weren't being used, but all the pubs disappearing just feels like such a shame. Old people. Also, I have to look because my second monitor is like slightly tucked away where I can't see Twitch chat. Wait, I have the ability to fix that. Look at me. I guess they weren't being used enough. Pubs in Plaistow, where I grew up, are just disappearing too. What are they disappearing into? I guess housing. Most of them turn into betting shops, but the local leisure center is closing down. The London Olympics really changed that whole area. Stratford looks completely different since they built the huge shopping center. Ooh, I'm starting to get tongue-tied. Okay, water. Good. Don't get me started. They really took advantage of the community, promised them jobs, and then pushed them farther out of London. Drink? Yeah, drink. Well, certainly feels like the end of an era. Hasn't been without its problems. Probably time to start being adults and paying those taxes. Who knows what's next? I imagine we all get day jobs. I know I'll be going back to working at the library. How are you feeling about going back, Joe? I'm praying that I don't have to work in fast food again. Probably end up doing more work with my dad. How do you feel about going back? I'm pretty worried I'll get trapped there. I've been working there since sixth form, and a lot of people get stuck doing it. My dad definitely did. Librarian sounds like such a cool title to have, though. It does? I think librarians are very cool. Everyone support your library. Such a mood in a pandemic. Yeah, I keep thinking I like desperately miss sitting around and talking to people like this. And like they were having a barbecue earlier. I guess this is still their barbecue. And I'm like, I want to have a barbecue where I talk with my friends about their lives and what people want to do and all of the things. Yeah, it sounds all official. Well, it's not like I don't enjoy it. I just know I want to do something else with my life. I don't know what. Vitamin social? Oh my god, yes. Be a librarian and do other stuff with your life. Get a stable job. Do your art. You know, make it work. It's funny. Up until now, most of us had to worry about our part-time jobs and maybe council tax. Now we're expected to get proper jobs. Don't even remind me about council tax. Sorting that out at Friary Road was such a nightmare. Hello, green grass. And bushes. Where do you lead? Oh, you are appearing. What are you appearing as? Have we built some sort of pallet metropolis? I like get so exhausted from social things, and yet I, having just gone on a couple of walks with friends, like realized how starved I am for just talking to people. Pours herself and Bo another drink. I wonder if that weird shack in the garden is still there. At Friary Road, I mean. The Love Shack? It managed to survive through that strong wind during second year. There's like so many things about this that I feel resonate so much in my life. A whole lot of trees got uprooted rooted around Peckham. I remember there being a few blocking the road. That wind was ridiculous. Ooh, we're in a new place. When I lived in my apartment that I lived in throughout university, at one point there was a super bad storm, and there was a tree on our street that the owner of the house had called to the city multiple times we were trying to take down, and it collapsed onto the front of our house, and luckily just missed basically ripping off the front of the house where the porch was. And I was walking home, and there was a cop who was there who was like, no, you can't go down this road. And I was like, I live there, and I had to crawl underneath a tree that was probably about this big around to get home, and our fence was always bent after that. The shack seems pretty sturdy, probably still there, unless of course the landlord took it down. Didn't you think you made it? It'd be a shame. Kind of a rustic charm to it. No, they think you made it. He certainly seemed to think I had, even though it had clearly been put up before he moved in. I still think it was a cheeky advertising that house as a 5-bed, when one of those rooms was clearly only big enough for bike storage. I remember that room. You'd struggle to get even a single bed in there. I still remember the face of my friend when he came to view the house. But none of you have faces. Pours himself a drink and signals to Nana. No thanks, I haven't finished this. I ended up being the last one to leave that place. It got pretty lonely towards the end. Well, at least we had that barbecue. You were nice enough to keep me company after everyone had gone. Honestly, I was feeling pretty lonely myself. It was nice to stay over, even if we were sleeping in separate rooms. Sorry for making you sleep on Joe's old bed without a blanket. Well, the worst part of staying in someone's house not having a blanket. One of you folks left me frozen chicken nuggets to live off for the last few days, so thanks for that. Oh, those were probably mine. I must have forgotten about them. I still feel kind of bad for leaving so early. The sun woke me up at about 6, and I didn't want to disturb you. Come to think of it, I'm not even sure I knew which room was yours. Well, it's gotten pretty dark. Want to head inside? It's getting cold. I'm gonna catch the death of me. We could build a blanket fort and play some video games. I want to build a blanket fort. Everyone come to my house post-pandemic and we can have a pillow fort. Play video games. Sounds good. I'll give you a hand bringing stuff inside. Little hunch. Hunch. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to head off now. Back to Finchley tonight. Yeah, long journey on the Northern Line ahead of me. This was good, though. Good to do another one of these. Yeah, it was good. Someone else leaving? Are we gonna get another? One is gone. Fade out to the darkness. Kind of understand. I guess this is, no, this can't be the bathroom window that's there. The garden. Spent so much time weeding the flower bed when I moved in. I really should have maintained it. Seems like there are even more weeds than before we moved in. All the flowers we planted together, swallowed up by Alkanet and Enchanter's Nightshade. Let us enter the third dimension. Yeah. Oop. Can I view? Can't believe the neighbors stole our mop. Oh my god, this... Just look at it sitting up there. I mean, what kind of freak does that? They must have overheard us complaining about it at some point, right? I'm a freako. Just go buy your own. There's plenty of pound shops on the main road. I mean, Damn, I think I prefer the constant howling to the previous neighbors. I'm stealing your mop. Jeez, I think I'd better leave cleaning up this mess till tomorrow morning. I should at least try and do it before our flatmates get up. If you have a gathering, like a potluck or a barbecue, make people clean up before they go home. This is my advice. I'm like, oh, I did all of the hosting and now I have to do all of the dishes. No. At least we managed to get rid of some of those drinks. Third dimension. I like the lighting. I wish the cats didn't make such a mess with their food. I'll miss them both. There are two cats? I've only seen one cat. Let's see if there is another undulating form to find. It's true. I mean, like, it's hard to host. Like, if you're the one who's having everything happen in your space, it's nice to, like, not have to wake up in the morning and deal with it. Or at least, like, deal with a much more moderate amount. Undulating form. Oh. I think there might be mice living between the tiles and the floorboards. I had a friend whose, like, first apartment, they literally had, like, a squirrel living in their wall right beside their head, and they could, like, hear them, like, shuffling all the time, and then they'd, like, see them pop out of the house. Like, renting apartments is a lot. Every so often I see Luna or Autumn staring into the crack. The landlord better not blame it on us. I better not blame it on you. It's obviously his problem, but I know what landlords can be like, and I don't want to lose the deposit. I don't know if this is everywhere, but one thing about having parties is that you can then collect all of the cans and bottles and take them back and get a little bit of money for it. Or leave them outside so the folks who collect them can take them and get a little bit of money for it. I once did that after a party where I gave someone like a very large bag of bottles and he was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And he left and I was on the porch and I was just sort of sitting around and he came back with a garbage bag full of uncooked bagels. And he just gave me all of these uncooked bagels and I kept them in my freezer and I think I ate like one of them. Because I was so confused. I was just like, why did you bring me these bagels? Like, thank you. Very happy to have the bagels, but it was definitely one of those things where I was like, I have no idea where you got them. I managed to snag this bed from my last place, as well as a few other things. It was nice of our landlord to let us have it. It's wild to me that at this point in my life, where I own all of my furniture, or all of this furniture, feels like it carries so much. Who I am, how I got here. I'd like to get a fresh start. Figure out who I am from the beginning. Yeah, Bo, do it. But I can't just get rid of all this stuff. How would I replace it? It's not like my parents would be able to dump a load of cash on me. I just can't change how I am, or how I live, and they're both informed by each other. Hello. Hey. Two. Rotate. Third dimension. My cat has one long claw, and he is constantly getting stuck on things, and he's currently stuck on the floor. The poster portrays many beasts drawn by the digital monarch. They say this is only an eighth of the beings known to exist. AO always wanted to publish their own bestiary. They've been drawing all kinds of creatures since forever, really. More than a couple of times they've mentioned the documentaries their dad made them watch as a kid, both with reverence and fear. Where else can I go? Exploring the world of Ao and Bo. Rhyme, so it must be true. Wait, no. I haven't been over here. Oh, I like your suspenders. Being very kind about suspenders. I don't know why my brain thought kind, but okay. And go in this door. The top drawer is crammed with tins of pineapple. What? All long expired and sharing the same date. I love it. Oh, the first. Getting a break from everyone, Autumn? I needed one too. I wish I didn't. I want to be around people. I just get so tired. You always seem like you wanted to be around people, just not too close, eh? I can understand that. Though you never wanted to hang out with me, do you? I don't know why I get so upset about it. I just want to be liked. Oh my god, Bo. Also, this cat is huge. Not long left. You try to be friends? I can't force you to like me. Yeah, you can't force people, cats. This is stupid. I should be having fun with my friends, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm here talking to you. Well, see you, Autumn. I guess my barbecue is still happening? Pet. No, we leave Autumn to the alone time. Gotta respect a cat's bound. Gotta respect everyone's boundaries. Like a pretty good principle to live by. Outside we go. Maybe we'll find an undulating form. Can I go to bed? Trapped in a time loop until you have solved your existential crisis barbecue. What does one serve at an existential barbecue, I wonder? Actually, there's like a book, I can't remember who it's by. I feel like it has something to do with Dolly. That's all about recipes that challenge your senses. So it's like eat this very weird thing while touching this other thing. And it's just this whole recipe book of like absurdity. I go? Schrodinger's burger. I feel like that's like the Beyond Beef, like half beef, half vegetarian burger, where it's just like, who is this for? Who conceptually was like, I desire to be both like eating meat and not eating meat? Like it's some sort of like strange, ooh, doors. Like, oh, okay, no, keep looking around the flat. Now we know that we can build a blanket for it though. Like who is it for? Okay, this is the cat. Which is like not to say that meatless burgers can't be delicious, but it just feels like who are you serving? Like so confused. Hope everyone build a blanket for it. This blanket fort sucks. What part of it even resembles a fort? I didn't see anyone else helping while I was arranging it. It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, let's just play a game. What are we playing? Hold on, I think I've already got something loaded up. This is this sort of text parser game. Oh wow, people still make those? I used to play them with my dad as a kid. Yeah, but now it's like cool and punk. It does have Kentucky Zero vibes. I'm not sure if you were here when like all of the backgrounds were sort of like pulling up and out, but I remember the like first scene of Kentucky Route Zero that it does that where it like fades into the house, which is so impactful. Shall we get started then? I want to play some video games. Hold on. Let me just type something. What shooter game is it where you can play a like text adventure on the start screen if you like walk around, like escape the chair that you're strapped into? You've been traveling through the forest for almost an hour now, and you have lost all sense of direction. You are starting to give up hope of ever finding a place to stay. Maybe it was the first Black Ops. I remember like being a teenager and sitting in someone's basement and having them be like, let me show you this like wacky thing that this video game did. You look down at your compass as if it might help you and consider your next direction. I'm not sure that I get lost if we just keep heading straight. It's already late. Maybe we should just head back. Let's divert from the past. I just want to get lost. Yes, break the game. Type something into keyboard. You head towards the bushes, but a new path appears as the trees dance around you. A few moments pass by. In the distance, you can hear the faint sound of a telephone ringing. Off in another direction, two lights catch your eye. Perhaps from a window of a cabin? This like feels much more Kentucky Route Zero now that like this shift has happened. Well, obviously we can't ignore that phone. It's getting late, right? Maybe we should stay in that cabin? No, telephone. Give me the creepy phone. Let me talk to God. Creepy phone. Sounds good. You head towards the source of the ringing. The trees allow you passage. Spooky phone has got it going on. By the time you reach the phone, the ringing has already stopped. The phone booth in front of you, completely taken over by plants, appears to have never been used in years. Not been used. Kind of looks like the phone booth of my house. Back in Japan, I mean. Wait, they're playing a text adventure. How does this phone booth look like anything? I always pass it on the way to the convenience store. Ooh, I miss 24-hour convenience stores. Do people even use payphones anymore? I think so. Every so often I see someone using them. I can't even think of the last time that I saw a payphone. And I feel like there's such good infrastructure. What if your phone is dead? Or you just want to call someone? Only have their number. I think about this a lot because I don't think that I could memorize a phone number anymore. I don't think that my brain is that capacity. Wild. Okay, what now? Why don't we check if the phone works? I think I see a phone book. Typing. You pick up the receiver. Silence. Ugh, it's not working. Let's head somewhere else. You keep walking, but every step feels the same as the last. Eventually, the foliage shifts, splitting into two paths. Are we in a yellow world? The left heading towards what you assume to be a cave. The right snaking up towards what appears to be a street. Well, if there's one thing that text adventurers have taught me, it is not to go into caves without lamps. Finally, some adventure. Let's check out the cave. No, we're going down the street. Aw, where's your sense of adventure? I thought we were meant to find somewhere to stay. Love it. You arrive at the street. All the houses appear dilapidated, apart from one. It's derelict, but you get the feeling that it's been abandoned more recently. Is there a way into one of the houses? You mean like a door? We must be able to interact with the house. We must be able to interact with a house that isn't all broken up, right? I'll see if there's any gameplay in that house. You open the door of the abandoned house and walk through. Nice, we're getting somewhere. You thought that the house wouldn't venture. You pass through the door to find yourself still outside. I love this friend. This friend is named Jeremy. Past an archway, steps lead up towards a structure that you cannot quite make out. You make your way up the first set of steps and find another. This one is blocked by a large creature and a woman furiously sweeping the floor. Why don't we try talking? Let's get a closer look at the creature. You head towards the two, but they appear to be arguing and don't notice you. Hey, I was wondering if you're the one who said that we should take turns cleaning this place. Okay, Jeremy is actually named Terracotta, which I'm assuming because Terracotta is not the one cleaning. I don't remember saying such a thing. God, you're so unreliable. The only thing you should be saying God that way in a shrine. Previous statement from before redacted. Shut up, don't change the subject. We should probably say something, right? Hello? You never do anything you say you're gonna do. Come on, Aya, I'm trying. I don't think they're paying attention to us. Hello? I was wondering if you... When are you gonna start pulling your weight around here? Talk about sloppy. You hadn't even noticed that there's a visitor here. Stop trying to change the subject again. Wait, what? Terracotta slews away. It's everything I wanted that character to do. Staring back at you. Hi, Aya. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I hadn't noticed you. Terracotta always brings out the worst in me. Did you come to offer something to the fox god? Hold the phone. Fox god? Yes. Sorry, what? Fox god? Oh, you're not local, are you? Did you come here through the forest? There was a house, and we've been getting a lot more people coming through the forest recently. Most of them trying to find somewhere to live. I'm guessing you are too. This, like, gives me the, like, LSD Dream Simulator game vibe. I don't know why. but the idea of like walking through portals and going into things. Huh, yeah, actually, I've been trying to find somewhere before I start my studies. I see. Well, I'm afraid I don't have anywhere to offer. I'm looking for somewhere to stay, actually. I'm afraid only Terracotta lives around here, and that's only because he lives outdoors. Oh, alright. In that case, I should probably get going. Sorry to disturb you. Hold on, I might know somewhere. Are we sending them to Miguel's? Oh my god, Terracotta, I want to squeeze you. Why do you have nubbins? What are your nubbins? Ah! Told you not to sneak up on me like that. I used to hang around the old church before I met Aya. Nobody asked. He mistook me for his dog once. Can you believe it? I mean, it was dark and I was skulking around, but that's a bit rude, you know? Terracotta. Shouldn't have been skulking then. Can we get back on track? Who is Miguel? So, anyway, Miguel runs this gallery called the Old Church. I'll be honest, I don't really get it. I prefer more traditional art myself. You see, he takes residential artists and, well, you seem like you're probably a creative type. Oh, thanks, I think. If you're going back through the forest and find a piano with a screen, it should take you there. Oh, this is such a particular genre of art, and it's exactly the genre of art that I love. How do I... You'll be fine. The forest seems to find a way of guiding people. Okay. Thanks. We'll check it out. Say hi to Miguel for me. He's not gonna want to hear from you, idiot. Come on. You don't know that. Oof. Okay, let's get out of here. You decide to slip away quickly before they get going again. Terracotta, my friend. Walking back through the forest, you get the sense that it is somehow guiding you. The trees continue to shift around you. Everything looks the same, but it feels different. It's difficult to tell in the forest, but it feels like it's getting late. Walking. I want a piano with the screen. Finally, you reach a small clearing with a piano in the middle. I guess we'll give it a go then? There was an initiative in Toronto a while ago, many years ago, 6 years ago, maybe, in which they like installed different pianos into just like random parts of the city. Top tier, except they all sounded terrible because they were pianos that had been left outside. We haven't really gotten any other options. Pirate, you lazily paw a random sequence into the keys. It sounds way better than if I was trying to paw random things. A corridor builds up around you. You walk down until you reach a set of stairs. From up the stairs, you can hear a voice gently talking to itself. Miguel? Oh. Hi, Miguel. You startled me there, dear. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Don't worry. It's just that I haven't had many people come around here in some time. I don't have any exhibitions on. What brings you here? Ask for the residency. Type something. Actually, I was told to take resident artists. I'm afraid I haven't had any in a while. Once I stopped being able to secure funding, I had to sell off the studio space. It's the only way I could keep this place going. Sorry to have wasted your journey. Guess we could at least say hi from Terracotta. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sure I'll find somewhere else. Oh, before I head off, there was this creature. I met him at the Fox God Shrine. Anyways, he said he knew you, wanted me to say hi. Terracotta? He's still bothering Aya then? They're a terrible pair. Well, Aya's quite sweet, despite her stubbornness. Aya? Oh, that must have been the woman who sent me here. Strange, I didn't think she was interested in any of our exhibits. Ellipses. You know what? It's been too long since we've had any residents, and I do still have this one room. It's not too much, mind you. It's a pretty cramped and dingy room. Well, it's gotta be better than nothing. Sleeping outside in the woods. I'm sure I could manage. I can make anywhere feel like home. In that case, welcome to the old church, as opposed to the new church. Oh geez, is it really that time? I need to head home, but you should stay the night. Can't have you wandering about the forest this late at night. We'll pick this up tomorrow, though. Bright and early. Should be able to find the old camper bed. Ellipses. Ellipses. Wait, where did Bo go? You didn't notice? They were looking pretty peaky. Yeah, they left a little while back. I think they went to bed. Forest bed. Real bed. Or fluff. Oh, I just love it so moody. I love this TV light. The mirror, covered in a thin layer of dust, remains where it was in this room used to be a bedroom. Give me the room. Go see Bo. See how they're doing. Hope they are well. A shirt drying on the radiator for weeks has begun sprouting lavender through its fibers. Good old Elephant and Castle, the first place I lived in London. Or was it? I don't remember now. I've moved so many times, it's hard to keep track. Like that ex-old people's home in Sydenham? That was weird. My housemates were all strangers, and I never hung out with them. Maybe I should have made more of an effort. I hardly left my room while I was there. When I did go out, it was to go grocery shopping, or to hang out here with Bo. I probably spent way more time here than I did at that house. Then I moved here. The rent was cheap, but what's the point of living somewhere without good company? Even if it was partially my fault for not being sociable, I don't really feel like I fit in with everyone anyways, being the only East Asian in the house of so many people. I've always felt like an outcast wherever I lived. Even in Japan, being half Korean, everyone treats me like I'm a foreigner in Japan because of my surname. I'll get confused looks. They'll ask where I'm from. It's annoying, but whatever. Worse is when I get dirty looks. Any facade of politeness getting thrown out the window. I wish I felt more in touch with my Korean side. I don't really know anything about the culture aside from what I learned from my family, and I can't speak Hangul. I've tried getting to know other Korean people during foundation year, but I feel like I wasn't taken seriously. I know it wasn't their intention to exclude me, but it's kind of on me for not knowing the language. I did find a really good group of friends in the end, but still need to think that it took me a couple of years to get to that point. but no one sees me as the odd one out anymore. My uni friends really helped me with allowing myself to be myself. I felt confident for the first time in my life. I don't know how to express it, but I owe both so much as well. They never once judged me for who I am. Let's look at our rice cooker. Nice. The rice in the cooker is old. Out the ends of the rice are ferns sprouting, with their leaves all curled up. I love this. Oh, it's time for the lights to turn. Under a month and I'm gone, huh? It really feels like it has no meaning anymore. I swear January was only a week ago or so. Not sure how I'm gonna cope with being back home. Not like there's nothing to look forward to. I get to have good food, see my family and cats, some friends I haven't seen in years. Even with all of that, I still want to stay here as long as I can. One simple okay from the home office should solve all of this, and yet, it's so messed up. Some stranger gets to decide whether I stay or leave. Yeah. It's all about what I can contribute in such a specific way. How much money I can bring to this economy. Have I become some award-winning artist? As if us international students don't drop a fortune on tuition fees already. I shouldn't have to think about all of this. I should be making plans with Beau. We should just burn it all to the ground. How are people not rioting every day over this crap? I wonder the same thing, AO. I used to be scared of the idea of riots, since you rarely see them in Japan, but I feel like when it comes to it, it ends up being the only way to get our voices heard. Who's the one being difficult if the people who hold all the power are never willing to open their eyes or clean their ears out? Burn it to the ground, triangle eye. I bought this record player for my birthday. I feel pretty bad that I never got any of the electronics needed to get it working. I could wire it up once I take it home. At least we have Beau's record player. Yeah, you have 2 record players. Even if Beau's convinced there's something living in the crackle. Sorry I disappeared. I wasn't feeling too well. Everyone's gone home now. Well, hope you're doing okay. A bit too much to drink, I think. Mixing your drinks probably didn't help. Yeah, I guess I was excited to see everyone and overdid it. Are you coming to bed? Yeah. I'm not surprised. It's been a long night. A long day. Oh, wait, I didn't check the bathroom. What about undulating forms? Ah! Shit. It was good to see everyone before we move out. Yeah, I hope we can do another get-together before I head back and all. Oh my god, I pet my cat and then I touch my face and now my face is so itchy. Once I have some money, I'll come visit you in Japan. How long do you think you'll be able to visit again? Go visit AO in Japan. I don't want to go back there, but I can't wait to show you around. Take you to a baseball game, eat some real food, go visit my family in the South. You'll be a great guide. And besides, it'll be good for me to get out of London too. Starting to feel choked by this city. I mean, but wasn't that the plan? I'd find a way to come back here and we'd live together again? I mean, we talked about Japan and that's not really an option. But that's different, isn't it? I don't know. Tokyo, London, all the same problem. Different cultures, the same problems. I don't understand. I'd give anything to stay. All of our friends are here. I've lived here my whole life. It's not easy. Why? does that mean? Just look at how Peckham and Camberwell have changed over the last few years. You can see it, right? This whole city's becoming more and more hostile, and it's only the poor who get pushed out. Oh, you mean trendy art students drinking beers in bars with wooden pallets for seats, buying artisanal donuts? What's left for the community that's lived here for years? I've seen many council estates knocked down. Elephant and Castle is going the same way. I'm not sure what the solution is. You said yourself, London is constantly changing. I feel like it's the only actionable solution offered at this is all-out revolution. Yes! Maybe, but what does revolution even mean? And actionable how? I mean, I get it. You can't just treat symptoms when something's bleeding out on the floor. I wish I had something more than vague preaching. I don't know even how to organize. Where the hell would revolution even lead us? Sure, down with capitalism or whatever, but there has to be more that we can do now. I guess we missed that module during university. We could have made more of an effort ourselves. I just wish there was more available. I tried going to the Marxist Society once, and they just spent the whole time bickering amongst themselves. We could have started something ourselves. You know, we were barely getting our essays handed in on time. I think we can cut ourselves a little slack. True. Looking for places to live. I felt like my hair was going to fall out. I'm sure that has to do more with the amount of chemicals you were using to bleach your hair. At least moving in with you is pretty smooth. Good thing the landlord never checked in on us. He might have been surprised to find 4 people living here. I guess we were lucky having this place at such low rent for such a long time. I never met the landlord, but I remember the estate agent saying he didn't want to extort tenants. I used to think my Friary Road landlord was decent. So that's what we have to rely on, the kind nature of landlords. I mean, these flats are all designed and built for the doctors and nurses working over the road. God knows what's happened between then and now. Investment opportunity, I guess. God, get a real job. I remember that night we talked about struggling with the feelings of being bound to a certain path. Like, you having your one thing, and that's your thing? Yeah, you remember, right? It sounds like most of our conversations. I was probably drunk? Well, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I feel like I'm more lost than ever about what my thing is. I thought uni was giving me a pretty clear idea, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with my life. I feel this. Oh, for sure, yeah. I feel guilty spending 4 years here, only to have nothing to show for it. Like, what do our parents think? Wasn't going to uni supposed to set us up for life? I genuinely don't know what to do from here. The people I grew up with, you only have one plan, if any. There is no plan B. You know, it's like this art stuff. It better work out because I don't have anything else. This is all I'm good at, and I don't have the time or the resources to just retrain. You have to get it right first time, or, well, you know, that's it, you're done. Can you not force a plan B out of yourself? What was your plan A? I'm not sure. I can only really call it a plan in hindsight. Oh, I'm so much talking. There was nothing you were working towards? No, I just felt like this was something I was okay at, right? So I could just keep going until I got better. And eventually that'd lead me to something, right? I do sometimes wonder, though, if I should have just abandoned art school and followed in my father's footsteps. Is that not still an option? Wouldn't that be sad, giving up your whole thing? Isn't that an option? Feels too late now. I know nothing about the trade. I've always got the feeling my dad was a little disappointed that I didn't. You're like 23! I know that this is like a big feeling, but also, learn a thing. You can still learn. I just I feel like that's a feeling all university graduates have. I mean, I came from a family of creatives. Everyone apart from me has a job in advertising. But what if I'm not cut out for it? Wish I had that kind of opportunity. I don't feel like that is the appropriate thing to say when someone is talking about their problems. You don't think you could manage? I wouldn't be able to keep things straight. I mean, just take the state of my desk, for example. I'm sure you'd procrastinate less if you were being paid. That's the thing, though. I'd be paid to do it, like a professional. My dad's a pretty prominent director in the advertisement industry. I'd rather not slander his name in dirt. I mean, Ao, you're always telling me how I don't know until I've tried. If I were him, I'd be happier working in the same industry as me. You're right, he would. But he does talk about how either my sister or I should have gone into academia. Art school is technically academia, no? I can hardly get my way through a single book. I don't think it was ever a surprise that I never went to STEM. There's a reason I was able to study here in the first place. You can't just live up to your parents' expectations, though. I wish I could be the person I needed to be able to pay it back. I think I surprised my family in a lot of ways. They still struggle with my pronouns, and I don't know, you kinda inherit their norms and values, right? Oh, for sure. It scares me. You pick up parts of them whether you want to or not. I try not to think about it too much. How the hell do you manage? I get myself stuck in these absolute spirals. I just am who I am. No point worry about what made me that or who made me that way. But when it comes to what motivates me, all I want in life, I think about that a lot. Oh, I just want to get things right. Me too. Like, I think they always expected me I'd get a good, respectable job and settle down with a good wife. I don't think they resent me for it, but you can feel it, right? Yeah, I know what you mean. But I think my parents would be chill with a lot of things, though, since none of us are particularly normal, strictly speaking. Eccentric might be better fitting than not normal. Well, they mean the exact same thing back home. We even have this saying, something like, a nail that sticks out gets hammered down. Jesus, that's terrifying. I guess our education system does a pretty good job of that too. Obviously, there are exceptions, but the general consensus there is, conform, don't complain. My parents would forgive me if I never settled down with a beautiful husband and a beautiful house, but I'd be deemed a social pariah. I suppose that's a universal experience. What did you expect, colonizer? There's nothing in not fitting in, though. Being an outsider is a direct attack on the status quo. Right. Existing is praxis. Even so, I wish I had that sense of belonging. The only people who don't take me for some kind of joke are the friends I've made here. Whenever I catch up with high school friends, all they have to say about me is that I'm so quirky, so artsy. It's upsetting, realizing how little you have in common with your old friends. Some good friends here, though, eh? Of course, but I remember being so close to my high school friends. You grew up, and they didn't. Or just didn't in the same way as you. Right? Sometimes scares me how little people change. For an international school, it sure was homogenous. You can afford to stay the same if you have money, if you're set on the right track, put into all the right schools, given all the right connections, then you're rarely exposed to failure. This is a really deep talk. Like, this is what I came here for, but also it's a lot. Well, I went to school with them. How come I'm such a failure? I mean, your friends seem a lot richer than your parents. The systems are rigid. Some people just slip through. Or maybe I just didn't pay enough attention in class. I'm really not sure what lessons I've learned here. If any, I feel like I've learned to be lucky. I'm sure you've learned plenty of skills over the last few years. Always learning. But will they actually get me anywhere? I feel like there must be some universal puzzle that I'm yet to figure out. You seem to be doing alright so far. Like, yeah, you're not sure what to do next, but you've graduated, right? That counts for something. Well, I mean, look at me. I've really put all my eggs in one basket. You know, when I applied for university, I only picked one option. Christ, I did the same thing applying for foundation. I mean, don't most people have that one place they're set their heart on? I'm not sure I understand. Disgruntled. It's not that simple. It's just like I set my sight on something and it's been this all or nothing type deal. I feel like I'm just begging to trip up and fall real hard one of these days. Oh my god, I should not have pet my cat. Ugh. Come on, you really think you're doomed to failure? Well, maybe not. I just never really explored my options while I had the chance. You had other options? I guess I never felt like I had any. I gave up on all my non-creative courses during 6th form. I could have done something else. I was just bad at exams. What sort of path do you think you might have gone down? Music. What held you back? It seems like it meant a lot to you. Couldn't find the time. Really? I mean, it was really good. It was just too much for me to keep up with all at once. Something had to give, and it seemed like I had the most grip on my visual work. I just can't get past this feeling of flatness. Like the only paths I can see are straight and narrow, and I just don't want to live like that. Live that way. Not even to reach an eventual goal. Things have to open up someday. I'll intend to try, because what other options do I have? The thought of it makes me so terribly sad. What about it makes you so sad? I think it's the lack of choice, or the illusion of choice. So maybe there isn't just one path. Maybe there's like 4 of them, but they're all much the same. None of them have any depth. I feel like I've arrived at life's train station, but instead of a season's pass, all I have is this tattered lottery ticket. So I spend my days checking the timetable, watching everyone else leave the station. But there's a chance, though. Don't you think it's worth holding on to that? Oh, I cling to it because it's all I've got. I don't know, Bo. I'm trying to. I don't see what I'm doing either. You say you're stuck at the station, but I'm lost in the forest. I'd follow any path I can take. Ugh. Why do I have to have allergies to my pets? These last few weeks, I don't know what's been going on. I know I've completely lost any sense of time. I feel like my memory has been all out of whack. I feel like this is also such a big pandemic mood. There's like art student mood, and then there's like big pandemic mood. I've been spending too much time in our own heads. I've certainly been doing all of my living there in my skull. I have so much floating up in there, you know? Too much time in this place, in this flat. No, you got a big brain. You know, we can always talk about it, right? I know. I just can't say why I haven't. I've always meant to do these things, but I just ended up pushing them back. Can't quite summon the will. I guess I knew you were struggling too, and I didn't want to be a burden. I've been no better. It's just what I've learned to do. Bottle it inside. You can talk to me too. I've been trying to be strong because I felt like you were too. Yeah. Okay, let's make a deal. From now on, we'll talk about everything. Alright? We're going to need to more than ever once I'm on the other side of the world. It's going to be a lot to get used to, huh? Remember when we spent that whole summer texting each other? End of 2nd year, right? It's gonna be a lot longer than a summer this time. Who knows? Who knows how long it's gonna be? I moved out of Friary Road. I never felt that way about anyone before. Fresh-faced baby AO. Shut up. Everything we've built still feels so unfinished. Yeah. There's so much we plan to do with this flat. You You never did get that shelf up on your side of the bed. Oh, I don't mind that. I could have done it myself if I was that bothered. I suppose. Would have gotten around to it, you know? Feels like it's been a long day. Yeah, a long few weeks. Not long enough, though. I'll drink to that. You sure we're on top of the bills right now? We should probably give those sheets a wash before we move. And if we get Chinese takeout tomorrow? Ooh, I want Chinese takeout. I have to eat soon. As far as I know, yeah, unless our flatmates dropped the bill. I'm gonna unleash hell if they have. Did the washing while you were passed out? You did? Thanks. You take the trash out? I would have done it tomorrow if you left it. Well, I was guessing you'd be super hungover. Point taken. Thanks for doing that. Hmm, I can't think of anything else. How many journeys are there How many journeys there and back do you think we'd have to do in your dad's van? Moving stuff? I don't know. Two should do, hopefully. It'll be weird seeing everything all packed in the van. Wouldn't one of us have to get the two? If there were only two seats. I hadn't thought about that. I can probably just sit in the stuff in the back. Yeah, sounds safe. Nah, it'll be like when my dad used to drive my brother and I back and forth from our childminders in his work van. I guess it could be fun, sitting on top of all the furniture, like we're both smugglers or something. I don't even want to think about unpacking all that stuff. I can't even imagine dealing with this huge mattress. Yeah. Amongst everything else, too. Like, what are we gonna do with your wardrobe? That thing looks super heavy. Oh? Oh. You fell asleep. Guess I'll get some rest too then. It must be pretty late in the AM now. Thanks for chatting, Bo. Okay, I think this might be a natural break point. Yes. So, I'm gonna say that this is probably where we are going to end this game tonight. I can save game. Last saved a few seconds ago. Yes. Okay. I think that this is probably a good place to pause. So, this game has been no longer home. And for folks who are here, we are the Hand Eye Society. So I'm Len, I'm the executive director. We are streaming every week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday and sort of playing through games, talking about what they are about. I'm going to log this out. So, I hope that you have a wonderful evening. It has been lovely to see you. Good night. Bye.